Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. I will call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق الناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق نازل الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق نازل الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord God, you are the Alpha and the Omega, the protector of all. We ask that you protect us this morning from all evil spirits. We ask that you be before us and behind us, be on our side and stay with us as we deliberate. Give us the wisdom of Solomon so that we'll be able to decipher the truth. We ask that you be with us now and forevermore. Amen.
Can we please have Mr. Bojang, can we have the witness?
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Witness. You can place your stuff. Can you grab that mic? Make sure you speak into the mic for everybody to hear you. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters.
Thank you very much.
What is your religion?
I am Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
I didn't get you?
In which language do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Yes.
Want to swear by the Holy Quran?
Yes.
Okay. Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. You repeat after me. I, Kemo Bojang, do swear that I'll speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to for us to proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Bojang.
Good morning, Madam Chair.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Council, can we please proceed?
Yes, thank you very much. Good morning to all the commissioners, secretary, and everyone present. Mr. Bojang, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you called here today to answer a few questions. I believe you gave a statement and an additional statement to the investigators. Please, you are at liberty to ask for clarification if you don't understand any of the questions we may ask as lawyers or the commissioners as well.
No problem.
Right. Now, please tell the commission your full name.
I'd like to ask, when will I have the liberty to make corrections on my statement, if possible?
It depends. If the correction is a typographical error, you can make it now. If it has to do with the substance, you can make the correction in your evidence.
Okay,
So,
then I'll make the correction in my
in your
evidence.
evidence.
Then. Yeah, thank you very much.
yes, please tell the commission what your full name is.
My name is Kemo Bojang.
Your address, Mr. Bojang?
I live in Bakau.
You are a councillor?
Yes, I am a councillor.
Were you nominated?
Yes, nominated councillor.
Which year is that?
I got nominated in 2018.
2018.
Yes. And then again in 2023.
And which class of people are you representing?
Okay.
Please proceed.
Yes, my constituents is the youth constituents of Kanifing Municipal Council.
The youth.
Yeah.
Can you explain to us the process of your nomination?
Yes, there was an advertisement on the newspaper which I saw and applied like other young people within the municipality of Kanifing. So from that application, a shortlisting was done. I believe 6 of us were shortlisted. So when the 6 of us were shortlisted, we were interviewed, and after the interview, I topped the interviewing process, and I got nominated as a councillor.
Now, who interviewed you?
I remember the interview consisted of administrators and also the KMYC, which is the Kanifing Youth Municipal Council.
Do you have the advertisement?
I do not have the advertisement copy, unfortunately not.
Do you recall which media outlet? Media?
I am not sure, but I do. It might have been the point, but I'm not sure. I can't say specifically what's the point.
If you are to be given time on this issue, would you be able to provide us with clarity?
Will be tough unless maybe I visit the point newspaper and ask if they have any copies. But it would be difficult. But I'll see what I can do.
Can you, by any chance, consult the area council since they advertised this?
Sure. I believe if I also consult the council, probably they might have it in the records.
Yes, yes. Now, as a youth councillor for KMC, but before that, can you tell us what your educational background is?
Yes, I went to the University of the Gambia from 2016 to 2021. From there, I also proceeded to the China Youth University of Political Studies.
China?
Youth University of Political Studies in 2019, where I did because I had a break, so I did a diploma in China-Africa relations with in international relations, with a focus on China-Africa relations. I also am a Mandela Washington Fellow from the University of Davis, California. Also a fellow of the Political Parties Studying Academy by the International National Democratic Institute, NDI, which is a 2-year program that I did there. I'm also a McCain Fellow through the International Republican Institute.
That's good. What did you study at the university?
I studied history and political science. And I did public management during my Mandela Washington Fellowship.
Okay. What was your major?
History.
History.
Yes.
And you minored political science?
Yes.
Good. You recall giving a statement and an additional statement to the investigators?
Yes, Madam Chair, I recall.
We will show you the statement. It should be dated the 18th of July 2024. That's 2 pages. And the additional statement of the 10th of October 2024. Please take your time and go through it.
Yes. Yes. These are my statements.
Correct. We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Kemo Bojang. It is dated the 18th of July 2024. The additional statement, the 10th of October 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
The witness statement dated the 18th of July 2024, made by the witness Mr. Kemo Bojang, and the additional witness statement dated the 10th of October 2024 are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/KB in brackets 1/KMC/001.
As the Commission pleases. Now, how do you understand your role as a nominated councillor representing the youth?
My role involves representing, legislating, and also serving as a counsel to the mayor and the general council, especially when it comes to issues affecting young people and the general population of the Kanifing Municipal Council.
And how do you execute this function?
Most of the what I do is that I have run consultations with the communities that are within the KMC. I've also listened to young people to know their issues and see how best we can solve them, even though we are constrained most of the time at council. I've also represented young people as a voice at the General Council and also as a member of the Youth and Sports Standing Committee, where we discuss issues affecting young people. Also, when I believe there are things that need to be done, I also advise I also advise the mayor and the General Council, especially on issues pertaining young people. Also, where young people are in need of support and help, we also provide those supports and help to them.
Have you had activity plans for the execution of these goals or these responsibilities over the years?
I have a copy of one of my activity plans that I brought as a sample, and also my reports. I've got 2 reports. One report is from 2018 to 2023, which is a bit bulky, and I've got another one for 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. Let us please start with the activity sample that you have.
So this is the annual work plan that was developed, this is the 2022 annual work plan that we developed. This is also an activity report that was submitted in July 2023. And also, this is the bulky one I'm speaking of, which is about 35 pages that covers most of the work that we did when it came to from 2018 to 2023.
I was hoping you would say 100 pages, Mr.
Well,
Bojang, but still, 30 pages is a lot. But apparently, the activity plan, did you submit it to council?
No, I did not submit it to council, but I developed it with the Kanifing Municipal Youth Council, so we worked on it.
The annual work plan is 2022.
Yes.
And you said it is developed with the Kanifing
Municipal Youth Council, KMYC.
The Youth Council.
Yes.
But it is not submitted to the main council.
No.
The activity report for Kanifing Municipal Youth Committee from March to July 2023, it is not authenticated, it's not signed. Is there any reason why?
No, because I had the soft copy, so I just printed it out.
Do you have the original copy?
No, I don't. I just have the soft copy. So that was what I printed out and came with.
Okay. Is this submitted anywhere?
At the youth office, because we are housing the National Youth Council officers at the council, so this is submitted with them.
one that has, you said 30 pages?
Yes.
What is that again? Is it a report?
It's more of an activity, not a sort of not a compiled report, but it's a description of some of the work we have done, also accompanied by pictorial evidence.
Yes, I asked that because I see more of pictorial evidence than actual write-up.
Yes.
In relation to, well, let me just have it admitted. Probably you can explain further. We apply to tender a document with the heading Annual Work Plan 2022. Introduction, Carnival Municipal Youth Committee. The witness has said it is not submitted to the municipal council at the general council's meeting. The second one is also a report containing as well pictures. The witness will elaborate more on that. The third one is the activity report for Carnival Municipal Youth Committee from March to July 2023. The witness also stated that it is not submitted to the General Council. All in evidence as an exhibit.
Mr. Bojang, the activity sort of report, these are activities that have been done already?
Which one? Yes, the activity report are activities that have been done already.
But is not anything that you have submitted to the council?
To the General Council?
Yes.
No, the activity reports, because KMYC is not a body of the Carnival Municipal Council, Madam Chair. KMYC is a body of the National Youth Council, a sort of a representative body of the National Youth Council. So the activity reports are submitted to the National Youth Council by the chairperson of the KMYC and the secretary of the KMYC. So I am just a co-opted member within the KMYC because I'm the youth representative of Carnival Municipal Council.
All right. I'm just trying to look at the relevance in relation to your job as a councillor at the council with respect to this document, right? And what I will do is to give you this document and to write a cover note and attach it to this document.
Okay.
If we have to admit it. And for the activity report, This is also the activity of the KMYC.
Yes, because most of the programs or projects that we do it in collaboration. Because they are also the representatives of young people through the central government within the Kanifing Municipal Council.
All right.
Yeah.
And the annual work plan also is for the KMYC.
Yes.
So the work done for the KMYC is in conjunction with the council work activity, vis-a-vis with youth activities.
Yes, because they are working for most of them were elected by the constituents they come from as youth representatives of the constituencies.
Okay.
So together they come together to form the body called the Kanifing Youth Municipal Council. Okay. So they are representatives of young people within the municipality. So anything we are doing in council, we do it in conjunction with them, okay. And it's the same. Yeah.
All right. Then let me just admit this. There's 3 documents. The annual work plan for the introduction of Kanifing Municipal Youth Committee, the activity report for Kanifing Municipal Youth Committee from March to July 2023, and a consultation.
No, then I think that's the one you are saying I should attach a cover letter.
Yes, but yeah. Nonetheless, since it is you've explained in terms of how your work relates to, you understand, the activities of the council.
Okay.
So I will admit the
all right.
document. And an activity report of the KMYC. These 3 documents are admitted in a bundle together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/KB/KMC/002.
Commission places. May we respectfully have exhibit 003. Mr. Bojang, can we discuss your annual work plan for 2022 for KMYC? This is strictly for KMYC?
It's for the Kanifing Municipal Council.
It's for KMC?
Yes, through developed by KMYC.
Okay. Can you please explain to us the activity work plan for 2022?
So the first one on the work plan talks about the mayoral youth retreat.
Yes.
The plan was to have a weekend where the young people within the Kanifing Municipal Council can have a discussion with the mayor.
Yes.
Where he will come and visit them, and we just have a sort of a discussion and a tete-a-tete. Unfortunately, we couldn't do a weekend, but we were able to have a day set out and also have the participatory budgeting program we did, where we brought young people from the municipality together at the Youth Monument in Westfield and had a consultation with them with the mayor present, and they asked questions pertaining to young people and he gave them answers, and I was also there to add on to the conversation with Aissatou Seka, who is the chairperson of the Kanifing Youth Municipal Council. So we in turn had to change it from a retreat. Well, it is still a retreat, but not as planned, which was to have it in as a weekend, but we did it in a day.
How was it funded?
The funding came from this funding, we got funding from outside donors, because in the end we didn't buy any food, we didn't provide the venue. So all we did was to rent chairs and just buy refreshment as water.
So there is no funding from KMC itself?
No.
Not even a dollar?
This one, no.
Yes. Yeah. Now, who was in charge of the funds received?
Aissatou Seka and myself were in charge of the funds received.
Who is Azor Seka?
She is the chairperson of the Kanifing Youth Municipal Council.
Number 2, you have a preparation of National Youth Conference and Festival. Was that an event? Did you conduct the event?
Yes, that was also an event we had. Because
who funded the event?
I believe this one was funded by the council.
By council?
Yes.
How was it funded? Do you know?
For the NACOF, what we had to do was we had to raise funds through the mayor's office, and in fact, we're currently doing the same, Madam Chair. Mayor would usually have us in his meeting in the boardroom, and we will call our partners and our supporters, supporters as in council supporters, who like businesses within the Kanifing Municipal Council. So they would come up and pledge a donation. Those donations are then used to fund most of our activities, especially the NACOF. In fact, currently we just raised $1.5 million, I believe, for the upcoming NACOF, which will be hosted in the Kanifing Municipal Council.
The budget we have here is $92,000.
Yes.
Who was in charge of the expenditure?
The Kanifing Youth Municipal Council.
Okay.
Yeah. But I believe for this one, I might have written the request.
You might have written the request?
Yes.
Did you retire? Any funds?
I will have to check and also see if I did write it, because I'm not even sure if I did write it, but I know during the time of NACOF, we were writing a lot of requests to the council, and also the KMYC will write a request. So we will have to go through and check.
So you're not sure whether you have
Yes.
retired funds?
No, I'm not sure if I wrote the request.
Okay, amen.
Yeah.
I'm just saying whether the funds were retired at any point.
Yes, I do believe that the funds were retired.
Can we have evidence of that?
Okay, we will have to check within the records.
You've been asked to check so that you will not forget.
Okay.
Number 3, you have resource mobilization program. $25,000 was on the budget.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you have in the budget.
Yes.
Did you receive this amount?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
Yes, I'll have to cross-check.
Okay. Regional Youth Bantaba.
Mm-hmm. So for this one, yeah, we merged it with the mayor's retreat, like I mentioned, and we later on had it as one event.
Did you receive this money from KMC, $250,000?
No, like I said, we didn't receive the funds because it was just a few hours event. So all we did was we got chairs and we got water, and that was it.
How did you get chairs and water?
They were rented.
From which coffers?
Like I said, donations.
Can we have the evidence of donations for the expenditures for that event?
Council, it would be difficult to get evidence of donations because most of the time people donate out of pocket.
Yes, but when they donate, it becomes council's funds. Understand?
No, but these funds are not council's funds. They are KMYC's funds.
No, it has been listed as KMYC and KMC.
Which one?
All of the...
No, it says Kanifing Municipal Youth Committee.
Stakeholders and partners.
Yes.
So what do you have in stakeholders and partners for Regional Youth and Sports, Regional Youth Bantaba? What do you have there under stakeholders and partners?
No, I don't understand the question. Can you please repeat the question?
So you have KMYC/KMC as the partners in this particular...
I don't see KMC in the document. That's why I'm a bit confused.
The first page.
Yes.
The first page, if you look at number 3, you have resource mobilization program.
Yes.
$25,000.
Yes.
You go to stakeholders and partners. Mm-hmm. You will see KMC and NYC.
No, it's the implementers. The implementers of the program are the people listed here. So KMC, I represent KMC.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not, yeah.
So I'm right when I say under stakeholders and partners, you have KMC and NYC.
Yes.
Good. So if they are, KMC is a partner, and so we want to see the donations that are received and how they are expended. I'm just going strictly by
No problem.
your annual work plan.
Understood, yeah.
We also have the regional youth Bantaba, $250,000 for any of the activities that you're talking about, that the donations you have received. You have the Regional Youth and Sports Award Night. $350,000 was budgeted. Did this activity?
Yes, this activity took place.
Okay, was it funded?
I'm not sure.
Why would you not know if the activity was funded?
No, you are asking if it was funded from KMC, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, I don't. I'll have to cross-check. I'm not sure if because I don't deal with the financing when it comes to KMYC, so I wouldn't know.
Capacity building for councillors on youth issues. You've conducted this activity?
Yes.
The budget?
No budget was given.
Nobody was given?
No, a vehicle was provided by council, and we had to go around the most of the communities, and also we had a program in the council itself.
You don't have full allocation?
Huh?
You don't have full allocation?
Even if it was allocated, it would not be allocated to us. It will be in the vehicle, and we will just use the vehicle. Usually, that's how it's how it works.
Is the answer no or yes?
No.
It's no.
Yes.
The youth leadership training on political and electoral processes. Did you conduct this activity?
No, this one was not conducted.
It was not conducted. Yeah. Council municipal-wide assessment tour, $20,000 was budgeted. Was this activity executed?
No, this activity was not executed.
Stakeholders dialogue.
We had this one at the NACOF, so it was we didn't fund it.
No funds received from KMC?
No.
No donations received?
No.
Strengthen capacity
for children's assembly.
Development for municipal children assembly?
Yeah.
Is that a no?
Usually, a lot of activities have happened with the Children's National Assembly, but usually the funding does not come from KMC. It comes from UNICEF most of the time as partners.
Yes, so I'm not sure whether you understand and the income of or the revenue of the council. Even for donations, we have to account for it. You understand that? So even if you receive donations from third parties or partners or stakeholders, there has to be accountability in relation to these donations. So where there are donations, you may want to clarify that there are donations.
Yes, but can I also mention that most of these are also implemented by the partners and not by us?
Okay, we will need to also see the report as well to indicate such, so that we will have clarity in relation to these activities, how they were executed and how they were funded. We have the National Youth Conference. Please proceed.
Yes, Mr. Bojang, we do understand that when you are supported by donors, in some instances, they control the disbursement of funds. But the law says that when you partner with a government institution, the institution has to account for the funding support you have and how it's expended for transparency and for accountability. That is what the law says. And sometimes we also do understand that when you receive the funding, in some cases they will do their own procurement. But in some cases, when they give you the grants, they allow you to do the procurement and ask you to do a report and retire the funds if there is anything to be retired at the end of the day. But it's a requirement that they will ask you to do. So it is in line with what the process is. That is why we are asking you to provide those evidences. All right?
No problem.
You may proceed.
To just state the Local Government Finance and Audit Act 2004. Sir, are you familiar with this act?
I can't hear you clearly, please.
The Local Government Finance and Audit Act 2004. Local Government Finance and Audit Act 2004. Are you familiar with?
I know about the act, but I'm not familiar with its content.
So let me just read what we have on page 6. It says,
Sorry, Council, can you refer us again?
the Local Government Finance and Audit Act 2004. On page 6, where you have funds, budget, and accounts of council. It says on section 4, revenue and funds of council, that the revenue and funds of council includes all sums of money or funds accruing to a council. 2, without prejudice to the generality of subsection 1, the revenue and funds of council consist of A, money derived from rates imposed by the council under or pursuant to the provisions of this act. B, local taxes. C, monies payable to council under the provisions of any other enactment. D, monies derived from license, permits, dues, charges, fees, or royalty. E, receipts derived from any public utility concern or any service or undertaking belonging to or maintained by a council. F, rents derived from the letting or leasing of any building or land belonging to a council. And
Welcome back, Mr. Witness.
Thank you.
Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you once again that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair.
No problem. Thank you so much.
Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to for us to proceed.
Mr. Bojang, welcome back.
Thank you.
Council, can we please proceed?
yes, thank you very much. So I was reading to you the Local Government Finance and Audit Act 2004, and it is in relation to the fund, budget, and accounts of council, which you can find part 2, page 6 of the said document. I had started reading to you the revenue and funds of council, which you will find section 4, sub 1 and 2. And F says rents derived from the letting or leasing of any building or land belonging to a council. And G, project funds, donations, and grants other than from general revenue. And you have endowments, sums appropriated by the National Assembly, any sums of money which may lawfully be assigned to a council by any public corporation, returns on investment, and such other sums of money as may be granted to a council by any other council. So for the purpose of this discussion, it is G that is relevant.
Can you please direct me to the page and the section, please?
Yes, on page 7.
Okay.
the Local Government Finance and Audit Act. Part 2 says funds, budgets, and accounts of council. You see that on page 6.
On page 6, okay.
Yes, revenue and funds of council, section 4, sub 1 and 2, where you have, without prejudice to the generality of subsection 1, the revenue and funds of council consist of, and you have the list that goes on. So if you turn to page 7, paragraph G, you will see where it says project funds, donations, and grants other than from general revenue.
Madam Chair, can I go on? Can I speak?
You can answer. You want to answer a question?
Yes, I want to disagree with council because these funds were not donated to the KMC as a council, but they were donated to the Kanifing Youth Municipal Council, which is a different body from the local government.
Let me just clarify something, Mr. Boja.
Yes.
If you say the KMYC,
yes.
Sorry, it's a partner to KMC. KMC has become a stakeholder.
Yes, but the funds were not donated to KMC. They were donated to the accounts or the handler of the KMYC.
Yes.
So it will not relate or it will not transcend into being funds donated to KMC. Because even with KMC, I am the only individual there who is a member of the KMYC committee and I am co-opted. So I sit there as a co-opted member because of my position as the Youth Councillor of Kanifing Municipal Council. So the funds were donated to KMYC and not KMC.
Yes, you know the reason why we are making reference to this funds is because if you as representing council, you are a stakeholder in council, right?
Yes.
And these activities are in conjunction with a particular organization, that is the KMYC. Your role as councillor, you understand, you are working in tandem in your purview as a councillor representing the youths.
Yes.
You have direct relation to the activities of, because you are the one that is creating the nexus and the connection with the KMYC. Because you believe that in order not to create the overlap of activities, it is your view that you should merge the activities, right? Because
okay, go on.
As a council, it has been provided for by legislation that there must be somebody who is nominated, a councillor, from the youths to be able to have representation and to present the problems of the youths to the council and make sure that council takes responsibility in making sure that those issues are addressed.
Yes.
So it is pursuant to that we are saying, because if you look at what the funding of the council, it has to deal with all of this. For instance, there are other organizations that KMC has partnered with. They have given them grants or donations, you understand? And in fact, in some cases, they execute the programs, but it is provided for by law for them to account for it.
While I agree to some extent with what you have said,
yes,
I also disagree to some extent. And this is why we are not answerable to the Kanifing Municipal Council. Okay. This is why, for example, when the lead council asked me if I presented this activity plan to the general council, I said no. Okay. Because KMYC is an independent body of its own. Okay. So any donation that's given to KMYC is not given to council.
So okay, now if I can get you, Mr.
Yes.
Bojang,
yes,
it's such that basically you are not running the objects of the council, but in essence it is the KMYC that is doing their own activity and you are just participating. Is that what you are telling me?
More so.
So you do not really have a say in KMYC.
No, okay, go on. Sorry for cutting you short.
No, because if we can get what you are saying, I may be wrong.
I wanted to
correct me.
Yes.
If you are telling us that the activities of KMYC has nothing to do with KMC, you understand? Therefore, when it comes to financing and activities, it has some connection with KMC. But when it comes to the financing, it doesn't have anything to do with KMC. Okay. That bit we want you to explain,
clarify. Yes.
Because if you say their activities have connection or relation to KMC. What distinguishes it from its funding?
Okay,
because
so
you have the activities that is derived from funding in which you may make plans towards executing those activities.
Okay, so just to clarify, KMYC, like I mentioned, is the representative body of the National Youth Council.
Yes.
I am a councillor who is nominated to become the youth councillor of KMC, which is the local government council or the region itself. But the National Youth Council also, through an act of parliament, has a mandate to represent and to also be there for the interests of young people within the municipality. So I believe personally on a policy level that if, for example, I do believe that in our laws in the country.
Oh, okay, let me just ask, what institution has set up this?
The National Youth Council.
The National Youth
Yes.
Council. And the National Youth Council is set up by which?
An act of parliament, the Youth Act.
So it's under the Ministry of
Youth and Sport, exactly.
Good.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes, okay. You can.
Yes, so personally, I do believe that in a lot of times in Gambia's context, we have laws that are overlapping or that are even contradictory. Yeah. Because I do believe that naturally, the youth councillor, for example, of KMC, should by law be the youth chairperson of the KMYC.
Exactly.
But yes, but unfortunately, in our laws, they are not like that.
What?
Because
wait.
Yeah.
Wait. That is your responsibility.
No, it's not my responsibility.
Wait. No, Mr. Bojang, wait.
Yeah.
Because if you believe that there is overlap, and for the purposes of making sure that, you understand, there is harmonization, these are things that you will bring up to council, for council to take up at a higher level, to amend the laws, to make sure that there is harmonization, to allow for proper execution of your mandate.
That is where I'm coming.
Yes.
I have even in the witness of the KMYC itself and the mayor himself and a lot of partners, I have mentioned this, that I do believe
it's not sufficient, Mr. Boyd.
No, can I please finish?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to say here is that I do believe that there are a lot of laws that are there that are contradictory. Yes. And as a councillor, I have made mention of this, but it is not my responsibility, for example, to put in a private member bill. Because I cannot do it. I don't have the resources to do it because it's very expensive to do that. I would believe, for example, central government itself, especially through the Ministry of Youth and Sport, to be able to put this forward. One advantage or one progress that has happened was that during our own nomination as youth councillors, at least it was in collaboration with the KMYC. This is why even during the our interview, you had the chairperson of the KMYC who was in attendance. But going forward, I do believe that generally, and it's not just local government, but general laws in the Gambia need to be looked into. Because we have a lot of people who are doing the same job, for example. Because I am there, yes, for the interest.
We will come to that.
Yeah.
I believe that you are giving some very interesting issues, but I believe that the issue of limiting your perception to the ability to make a change, for me, is not tenable, because
I can't hear clearly.
I said I believe that the perception of not being able to do so much, I believe that it's not something that I will take, because I believe as youths, but this will come to that, because you will come back when we finish with you. You will come back, and I believe that you have been making some proposals that are interesting. But to let you understand that the limiting factor that you have put across, that is to say, it's expensive to move a private member bill. I don't think that should stop the initiative of trying to make sure that what you feel can make the youths to be represented and to participate and to have a say is important for you to think outside of the box. There is a ministry that has oversight responsibility. You understand? What will prevent you from making representation?
I have engaged members from the ministry.
Yes. Did you do a write-up?
No, I didn't do a write-up, but in fact,
it's important, because if you see and you are passionate and you believe in what you think should be done, it's just not discussing. It's about presenting this thing to
But-
them.
yes,
that
but-
you have tomorrow evidence to say, these are the steps I have taken. But we will come
Can
to
I-
Yes.
Yes, just back to what we were discussing, the documents submitted by the witness is only relevant if the witness wants it to be relevant. For us as lawyers, it will be probably irrelevant if the witness doesn't want it to be relevant. I believe we asked the question, Mr. Bojang, the activities you have done as a councillor nominated for or to represent the youth, and then you provided the action work plan 2022 among other documents. So let me ask the question again. Is this work plan relevant to your work as a councillor nominated for the youth in representing the youth in KMC?
The work plan is relevant because I work with the Kanifi Municipal Youth Council.
No, so now we are here to ask you questions based on the your nominated your role as a nominated councillor for KMC. So if you want us to discuss it in relation to KMC, then it becomes relevant. If you want us to exclude it, then we can exclude it.
Well, I believe it is relevant.
Okay.
Yes.
Then we discuss it. So the partner, you have listed KMC as a partner, and so the funds that are received by way of donation, you have two partners, KMYC and KMC. So we are interested on the part of KMC. So please, you will be requested to provide those details we have requested, and we are only interested in the part that KMC is a partner in this development. Do you understand? The other issue is the August 2018 report, where you have the consultation was organized for youths and women in regards to Truth, Reconciliation and Reparation Commission in partnership with Think Young Women, a women's-led organization. And is this also relevant in your work as?
For this one, we were just asked to mobilize members or people that would take part in the consultation.
You were asked to mobilize?
Just mobilize people that will take part in the
Okay,
consultation.
who asked you to mobilize?
The partners, Think Young Women.
Think Young Women. So it has nothing to do with KMC?
No.
Okay, Madam Chair, the witness has said that the August 2018 report is not a report relevant to his work. The activity report for Kanifi Municipal Youth Committee from March to July 2023. With the date.
Sorry, Council, sorry to cut you off. But the report has that report also has other activities that I took part in.
Yes.
The one you've mentioned. Yes. So just because the first one was I was an invitee, does not negate or does not dismiss the other activities that are in that report.
Okay, what are the other activities?
For example, I cannot say them off it, but the pictures are there too. Yeah.
Can I give you the report
Sure, no
so you
problem.
can guide us?
No problem. So, for example, in the second one, where it says that in August of that same year, we launched the Kanifi Municipal Youth Inter-Party Committee with members of the committee being from all registered political parties in the country. This was in collaboration with the Independent Electoral Commission Regional Office and the International Republican Institute. So this was also a program that we had, where we also,
Who
organized
had the program?
the youths of KMC. So the letter came.
Which the KMYC?
So the letter came through the KMYC, and I was, it was brought to my office, and I was told that we were supposed to have this program. So we wrote to the political parties, different political parties, to bring in members.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Bojang.
Yes.
When you were nominated in 2018,
Yes.
do you have an activity plan of your own? Now that you are a councillor, you're representing the youth, do you have an activity plan of your own that you've developed for consumption by Kanifi Municipal Council?
I don't work as a single individual. I work because I don't have a ward development committee. For example, I don't have a committee that I work with, so naturally the KMYC, which I'm a member of, becomes my committee that I work with, or my, the group that I am supposed to work with.
Have you presented any work plan to council in relation to the work that you are nominated for?
I do believe I did at the time, because I was during General Council. So I did speak to councillors, and I took the floor to mention some of the activities that we wanted to do. For example, we wanted to meet the young people of the municipality. We also looked at recreational facilities that needed to be upgraded, community centers that needed to be upgraded, because when I took office, I had done a tour with members of the KMYC. At the time, the chairman was Lamin BCC, and also Adama Sabali, who was the officer at the time. So we did a tour around the municipality to see areas of interest and things or places we need to, have an intervention in. And I did present at the General Council.
Okay. Back to the question again. Have you presented to council any document that would probably suggest that this was your activity plan for the year, that you intend to, before you make any argument in council, you would have had some work plan per se, or activity plan as a nominated member?
Yes, I did, but like I said, it was not personal. It was in consultation with the KMYC, but I did present in 2018.
No, I mean, so is the answer no? You, as in your capacity as councillor, you have not?
I have in my capacity, but in consultation with the KMYC.
Do you have the report?
I don't have it here, so I'll have to check.
You'll have to check.
Yes.
Do you have that every year?
Not every year. But when we are coming into, yes, I think it's every 2 years we draw a plan, a 2-year plan.
You do a plan that you submit to council?
2-year plan. It's not submitting to council. Relevant positions of the plan that I believe.
So we are interested in this, the work that you are doing directly in council. Yeah. So we are interested in you sitting down, mapping out your role, your functions, and the problems that you want to tackle as a nominated councillor.
Yeah, but council,
and then, hear me out, and then submitting same or making arguments along those lines in relation to the plans. If it exists, the answer is yes, and we will request for this documentation. If it does not exist, the answer is no, but then what you are now explaining comes in. I have not done that, but I have done X, Y, and Z.
I have submitted plans like I mentioned, like the one I've presented here today. But I cannot sit as a single individual and come up with a plan.
Yes.
The plans that I've submitted or worked on are with the committee.
Mr. Bojang, I disagree with that. People can submit plans individually. You can sit down by yourself and develop a plan. That is something that's possible.
Yeah, but for a team player like myself, I would rather work with them.
No, you are nominated alone in council. Your nomination was not in relation to being the 3 or 4 or 5 of you. You are nominated alone in your capacity as an expert perhaps, or someone who's knowledgeable in a given area. You represent the youth. So that is why when you were nominated, if you decide to work with anybody, that would be probably you being a team player and decide to employ. Should I proceed?
Can we proceed, or are you still having challenges?
Mr. Bojang, please excuse us for.
No problem.
Mr. Gay, do you still have issues?
All right, thank you very much. Yes, so I was saying that it is a possibility. It's something that can be done, whether individually or in a group or in a team. So do you dispute the fact that it can be done individually?
I don't agree, because like I mentioned earlier, members of the KMYC are elected members from the different constituencies. So if I want representation to be effective, and if I want to know what is happening in these constituencies to young people, or what or challenges young people are facing, the right thing to do, in my opinion, which I profess here, is that I need to consult members of the KMYC who will tell me challenges and problems that are being faced by young people in their constituencies. So this is why I cannot act alone, because I cannot be in this, in the whole, because you talk about KMC, you're talking about 19 wards, 7 constituencies, and you're talking about over 300,000 young people. So these 300,000 young people, over 300,000 young people, are also represented by individuals who are members of this committee and are elected. So I decided to work with these people because I believe that they have been sent to represent those young people in the world.
So that is why you can't have a work plan of your own.
I have a work plan in consultation with KMYC.
We can't have it both ways. We can't have it both ways. It's either we go by your argument, or you go by my position. I am willing to go by yours.
Okay.
If you want us to go by your own position, I'm willing to do that.
No problem.
So the idea is we can't have it two ways.
Yes.
It's either you can develop a work plan, an activity plan for the year that is achievable. It's either you can do that or you cannot do that by yourself. So that is an issue. So you have to tell us whether...
I have a work plan.
You have a work plan.
Yes, which I have submitted.
This work plan was developed by KMYC?
Which I am a member of.
Which you are a member of?
Yes.
You took part in the development of this work plan?
Yes.
You attend meetings in this work plan?
Yes.
But you did not submit this to KMC? You did not make these arguments to KMC?
I have made these arguments.
You have submitted all this.
For example, this is why even during our budget sessions, the council knows that we have to make an allocation for the NACOF, for NACOF, for example.
Let me tell you why it is important. You have, there are vouchers that we see, that which you have discussed in your statement, that you have put up a request for, and monies were allocated for certain projects.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
Are these contained in the KMYC plan?
They are contained here.
What is here?
In the other report that I submitted, which has photo evidences.
Which has photo evidence?
Yes.
But it doesn't have, you didn't submit this to council?
What do you mean submit?
Did you submit the
report?
report?
Yes. This one I did submit to council at the end of my term.
So let's just start with the first voucher. For instance, we have voucher number PV 201620. Please, can you read out the voucher number to us?
Should I read it out?
Yes, the voucher number.
Voucher number is PV20-1620.
What was the payment for?
It was for this was a community outreach that we did. I did it in consultation with the then disabled councillor, Bokar Bahum, so that we could donate a face mask to St. John's School for the Deaf. Because
go ahead, please.
Yes, the face masks are done by a group, I believe they're called Fandemo or something, and then they have they are transparent face masks. Yes. Considering that a lot of time, especially during COVID, most of the disabled or hard of hearing would communicate through sign language and also lip reading. So we came up with this innovative idea to have a sort of a glass or plastic face mask that would be donated to the St. John's School for the Deaf.
Now, who was payment made to?
Payment was made to me.
Directly?
Yes, in a check.
In a check form?
Yes.
How much is the amount?
$15,000.
Did you retire the funds?
This one, the retirements were given to Babukar Bahum, I believe, and also the school's acknowledgement letter was also given to Babukar Bahum, because I did it in collaboration with him.
No, the check was written in your name.
Yes.
Why would retirement be done by someone else?
Well, because I did the project together with him, and he got the acknowledgement letter from the school, because he is their representative, and also he got the receipt, I believe.
No, but you should be the one to do the retirement, because the check is in your name.
Okay.
You understand that? So, can we have a copy of the retirement?
I don't have it here, but I can reach out to the former councillor and see if he has it still.
If he has it. Let me show you another one. Please hand over that one. Let me show you another one. Let me just give you all these vouchers. There are 5 in number.
Okay.
You can go through the vouchers. If you identified these vouchers as monies paid to you, you can please tell us. You can look at the request as well that were raised. Then we can have it admitted and we discuss it.
Okay. Yep.
You recognize those vouchers?
Yes, but this one wasn't signed, so I cannot say how.
Which one is that? Can you please put it
The
separately
one for the
to me?
goalpost. It doesn't have my number, doesn't have my signature.
Okay. Let me have the rest too.
The rest is here.
This one you requested the voucher number PV210985. You requested
Yes.
for goalpost and nets.
Yes, I did make a request. But
And you signed the request.
yes, I signed the
Did
request.
you receive the money?
I did receive the money, but the voucher wasn't signed by me.
Yes. So the most important thing is we are concerned about the request which you have signed and you have confirmed receiving the money.
Yes.
Yes. So that is the most important thing. Now, we apply to tender the following vouchers as identified by the witness. We have the first one, PV201620. The date is 30th of October 2020. It's a $15,000 payment made as a result of a request for face mask support by the witness, Kemo Bojang. Second is dated the 12th of April 2021. $150,150 is paid to Kemo Bojang, the witness. Pursuant to a request for support, which is dated the 8th of April 2021, signed by the witness, Kemo Bojang. We have the third voucher, PV211194. The date is 27th of May 2021,